The social story that I'm going to talk about today that I use with one of my students is keeping your hands to yourself. I work with a student named Marco who struggles to keep his hands to himself when around other peers his age. He typically does not put his hands on any of the teachers, the paras, the support staff at the school. When he touches his peers, he will hit or poke. He also tends to take their food away from them. So this is a social story that we use with Marco. His mom did ask to keep him out of the story. So typically for his story, it says Marco keeps his hands to himself. And we typically have a picture of him standing right here with his hands down to his side and a big smile on his face as a reminder of what he should look like while standing around others. But because mom asked, I took the picture down. So before we have breakfast, snack, or lunchtime, or whenever it's free time, or before circle time, he will always read his story um, to himself with his dedicated para as just a reminder. So he will always start with Marco keeps his hands to himself, and then he will look at a picture. Sometimes I know that I have a hard time keeping my hands to myself. And there's a picture of hands with a smiley face because we are happy when our hands are to ourselves. When I am sitting with my friends, I keep my hands at my side. So this will be an example of playing or in our circle time. He's got a picture of somebody sitting with their hands down in their lap as an example of what he should do. When I am eating, I only touch my food. So we have a picture of somebody only touching their food while eating. This helps Marco remember, not to reach across and grab our friend's food. Um, so yeah. When I talk with other people, I do not hit or poke them. So like I said, when he's with his peers, he tends to hit or poke them. So this is just a picture of him talking with somebody, with a friend. Hands to yourselves, we're not hitting and we're not poking. I need to remember to keep my hands to myself. And again, a picture with the hands and the smiley face because everybody's happy when we keep our hands to ourselves. All my friends are happy when I keep my hands to myself. So here is just a picture of a group of friends. They kind of look similar to the kids in our classroom. So Marco really enjoys that. He's named all of them as his friends in the classroom. And then a picture of his hands with a smiley face because once again, we're all happy when we keep our hands to ourselves. So that's Marco's social story on keeping his hands to himself. Like I said, he reads it every time that he's about to interact with a different peer or more than one peer in our classroom. It's short, it's simple, he loves it. And ever since starting the social story, he has really benefited, and his occurrences of hitting or poking his peers has actually gone down tremendously.